And while I've never been the most pristine housekeeper ever, my sister gets that award. Um, I've still felt like I was pretty moderately good housekeeper. But our mother, who kept house very well in her earlier life, but then later in life, as her health and other things declined, her
Right.
house got really badly cluttered, horrible. So I was at a point in my life where I went from a nice, clean home where I had no choice except to live with my mother. And for me, that was a very stressful thing to be in this cluttered environment. And she would not allow you to do anything beyond, like, you could wash your dish, use your dish, and you could wash it again if you wanted to. But that was about all she would let you do. Because I think the perfectionist in her didn't think anyone else was capable of doing the housework to the level she wanted it done, and it was an all or
Yep.
nothing proposition
Yeah,
in her case.
absolutely. Hmm.
But the thing is, when you live in an environment that long, I feel like it rubs off on you. And so, where you can be someone who's used to neat and clean, it's like your brain reprograms. And so, what's neat and clean changes based on that environment prolonged in that situation. Maybe I'm wrong, but that feels like what I experienced. And I've been having to retrain myself
Yeah.
since that, then.
No, I think you said it so well. Of like that reprogramming. It's like it recreates what's normal for you. It's like the like normalizing um, clutter, normalizing chaos, normalizing, just whatever it is, because whatever we live in for an extended period of time becomes our normal. It becomes familiar, and familiar is comfortable for us. And then and then even if so then you go into a new environment and you say, well, I want to do things differently. Well, you've been in the same routine, you've been in the same rut, you've been doing things the same way for a while, and you've kind of got this thing that's normal for you. And oh, okay, now you gotta, how do you bounce yourself out of that rut into new routines, into new actions, into new habits? Can be kind of tough sometimes, right?
Exactly. Well, and especially if, and this is what's so weird about it, because being in a clean environment was like the natural thing and the comfortable thing. And then I think out of self defense, when you can't change your environment, you have to be able to be comfortable at home. And you have to, like, out of self defense, just like reprogram yourself to, okay, well, I'm in this mess, I can't do anything about it, so this is now my normal, I have to be comfortable here. And then to try to get back to the regular normal, the normal that that you want to be, it's like being
It's
adrift at
work.
sea and trying to get back to shore.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't know if this has been your experience, but I can imagine that you would think, oh, it's not going to take any work to get back to what I once was doing. It'll be
Right.
so easy. And then you find that it actually is difficult. And then that can be very confusing and actually kind of stir up a whole bunch of other feelings. And now you're contending with like this whole mess of feelings. And then it gets just kind of weird inside of you. And then it's a very different kind of work than you thought you were going to have to do to get to, and I would say not back to what you were once at, but to something that you want to be to. And it's a move forward thing. I always encourage people to avoid trying to go back to something, because that's, we just don't do that. We move forward to the
True.
thing that we want, because
Linear.
the trying to recapture something, man, that just doesn't work. It doesn't happen. We move forward to the thing, the picture that we want, and we create that, and then we figure out, okay, I got a goal. What are the steps that it's going to take to get to that goal, mentally and emotionally, as well as like the 1, 2, 3 physical steps? And you put a plan together, whew, and you can do it.